Good evening and welcome to Wednesday's program on this 6th day of April. We're waiting on the rains. We won't be waiting as long as we have. And we'll talk about temperatures still fluctuating back and forth. A little bit of whiplash still going on weather-wise. We've got temperatures all over the place, and they're not that springy either. And in fact, just a downright cold, at least first half of your weekend with some improving conditions thereafter. Next 70-degree day, you're going to have to hold your breath till next week, next Monday. Actually, we'll talk more about your forecast in more detail. We'll talk about Child Abuse Awareness Month, officially recognized and kicked off this morning. And we'll talk about the Whiskers or Wags facility, the animal shelter in Johnson County. They've got a major fundraiser coming up in a few days. And you always learn something when you go there. And indeed, we will tonight. A whole lot of ways you can help, ways you can win some really nice prizes and more, get some really good food as well. And I've got your complete itinerary, and man, is there ever an itinerary for the Montgomery County Civil War Days coming up this weekend. A lot of entertainment, a lot of things to do, and I'll tell you all about it and give you the timeline in just a few moments, as well as a host of other news and information. Weather-wise, more in a moment, but I can tell you the red flag warning is still in effect until 11 o'clock tonight. Winds just kicking about upwards of 20, 30 mile per hour gusts easily out there. Strong winds and low relative humidities, of course, leading to critical fire weather conditions. Temperatures near freezing possible tomorrow night into your Friday morning as well, and a hard freeze appears likely late Friday night and into your Saturday morning, and again Saturday night into Sunday morning. And there's a slight chance of thunderstorms that exist Friday morning into Friday evening, and again Monday morning through Monday night. This pattern is not giving us any relief for days. The majority of child abuse cases stem from situations and conditions that can be prevented. They can be prevented when community programs and systems are engaged and supportive. A community that cares about early childhood development, parental support, and maternal mental health, for instance, is more likely to foster nurturing families and healthy children. And that is the message that was relayed earlier today as a balloon liftoff kicked off Child Abuse Awareness Month here in Montgomery County. It did so with a host of representatives from a host of services which serve our community in this respect, as well as the senior class at the Montgomery County High School. April was first declared Child Abuse Prevention Month by presidential proclamation back in '83, and since then, April has been a time to acknowledge the importance of families and communities working together to prevent child abuse. And these people who represent the services that deal directly with and try to prevent child abuse asked the senior class at the Montgomery County High School to help begin a months-long calendar of activities.
Hi, I'm Tammy Powell, I'm the supervisor with social services here in Montgomery County. To my right is Star Gasparrett. She's from our regional office. She's an out-of-home care specialist. To my left is Eloise Bailey, a social worker here in the county, as well as Whitney Little. Today was our kickoff for Child Abuse Prevention Month. April is recognized as the National Month for Child Abuse Prevention. We wanted to involve our community, so we chose our seniors to do our balloon release.
Whereas we acknowledge that we must work together as a community to increase awareness about child abuse and contribute to promote the social and emotional well-being of children and families in a safe, stable, nurturing environment. Whereas prevention remains the best defense for our children and families. Now, therefore, I, James P. Shepard, Mayor of Sayersville, Kentucky, do hereby proclaim April 2016 as National Child Abuse and Neglect Prevention Month in Sayersville, Kentucky, and urge all citizens to recognize this month by dedicating ourselves to the task of improving the quality of life for all children and families.
The U.S. government reports that in the fiscal year of 2014, in the 50 states, hundreds of thousands of children were the victims of child abuse and neglect, and 1,580 children died as a result of that abuse or neglect. And here locally, it's something that these ladies and their services deal with on a daily basis.
It's more prominent than people think. Nationally, there's probably about over 600,000 reports of child abuse or neglect each year. But here in our community, we work with families and kids every day. What we want to tell parents and families is that we're here actually to help. We want to work with everyone, keep kids safe in their homes, and to be able to provide good services just here at home.
And I'm assuming the child abuse is not gender, economic, or any other specific?
Oh, no, absolutely not. And, with today's issues, with substance abuse-related issues, we see that it doesn't matter. We all have someone in our family that has these issues, and we just want to lend that helping hand. We encourage everyone, they can call our office. The number is 349-3123. If they have any reports, concerns, give us a call. There's also a hotline number. It's 1-877-KENTUCKY-SAFE-1. Anytime they have any issues, any problems at all, just give us a call and we'll talk you through it.
A body of research has also identified several factors that are known and proven to prevent and reduce child abuse and neglect across our nation. They are including parental resilience, as well as nurturing and attachment, social connections, knowledge about parenting and child development, social and emotional competence of children, and concrete supports for parents, as all outlined in Preventing Child Maltreatment and Promoting Well-Being, a Network for Action. I'll be right back with more headlines. For high-speed internet starting at 15 meg for all of your gaming, movie, home, and business solutions, or to watch TV, including your favorite local channels without a contract, with hundreds of channels and digital and HD quality, and to stay connected 24/7 with friends and family, a direct line to 911, or to give your business the link it needs, choose telephone service you know is always there. Just click on their link on this site to find out how affordable the latest technology in communications can be. Foothills Communications. Without a doubt, going to Whiskers or Wags can be a bit of a bittersweet ordeal, a lot of emotions, but the good certainly outweigh the bad, especially when you see the hundreds of animals that are coming through that facility and finding loving forever homes. But they're doing so with a lot of help from a lot of folks like you. And I'll tell you how they're doing so right now and how you can help and have some fun in just a few moments. Right now, let me run down the complete itinerary for Magauffa County Civil War Day Festival. It starts this Friday for reenactors. They'll be rolling into Sagersville up at Half Mountain there by South Magauffa Elementary this Friday. They'll be setting up concessions and their tents and everything, and they'll be registering for the events to start the following day. Black Powder Express will officially kick off the event Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Yep, nothing like a little BPE to get the BP moving in the morning. Black Powder Express starts at 10 o'clock Saturday morning at South Magauffa Elementary. That's an inside show, so the cold, it's going to be a chilly morning, won't be a problem. They'll be followed up by Larry Sparks performing one of two shows starting Saturday morning at 11. All part of a weekend honoring our Civil War history brought to life as only they can. That's right, the Battle of Punchin' Half Mountain will be brought back to life Saturday and Sunday. After Larry Sparks leaves the stage, the Battle of Punchin' Half Mountain will start at 1 o'clock, and then shortly after there, another round of Larry Sparks at South Magauffa Elementary at 3. Later on that evening, and shortly after Larry wraps it up, the Belle of Appalachia pageant is going to be from 5 to 7. That's right, a special event this year. There are going to be 11 categories in this pageant, from infant to adult, plus an overall champion. So they're encouraging belles of all ages, from baby belles to granny belles, to enter. And they've got categories to cover all ages. This is for free, so get out your dress and get yourself up there 5 to 7. That's Saturday. And all of those festivities on Saturday will be followed and wrapped up with the Civil War Ball at 7:30, also at South Magauffa. Now, on Sunday, they'll pick it up at 10 o'clock again. I don't have this page in front of me, but they'll have church services at 10 o'clock. They'll have ladies' tea at 11. They'll have another reenactment battle at noon. And then they'll have the Till the Cows Come Home Bluegrass and Gospel Festival. Yeah, that's right. At 1 o'clock, here's the lineup. On your Sunday, mind you, the Hall family at 1, William Cottle and Route 7 at 2, Hammertown at 3, and the Jackson family at 4 o'clock on Sunday. Indeed, a big weekend planned, the biggest Civil War Day festival yet to hit Magauffa County, and it all starts Saturday morning, once again at 10 with Black Powder Express. And I'll have a shortened reminder for you tomorrow and Friday as well. For now, a brief break. More headlines in just a second. wonderful trip to WOW in just a few moments right now. Before we get to our calendar, a few other announcements I don't have in. This from the Magafa County Schools Food Service Summer Feeding Program. Andrew Oliver tells me they're trying to get the word out, and that's what they've asked me to do, that they are looking for churches, youth groups, community centers, parks, any place where kids can be served and eat a meal. The school would prepare the meals, and all they would have to do is serve to the children under the age of 18 and keep account of how many you have each day. So if you are interested, you may have a place that would be suitable for the summer feeding program, please contact Mr. Oliver at 349-8215. I'll put that in the calendar and announce it for the next few days. And remember my plea and that of the Sagersville Fire Department. They're looking for historical records and memorabilia as they're trying to still figure out who the chief or chiefs were from, say, 53 to the late 60s. But any photographs of historical nature or anything we can include in a report that we're putting together to coincide with their 70th anniversary next week, that would be greatly appreciated. You can contact me or Fire Chief Paul Howard. My apologies. One more reminder that senior games registration forms are due tomorrow at the Senior Citizen Center in Magafa County with the $12 insurance fee. Games are set for May the 13th and May the 20th. And here's a cause you can help support and get a good meal out of. We've got that on a couple of stories tonight. Tommy Mead's Old Time Bluegrass Show is presenting dinner from around the world at WSIP tomorrow evening from 6 to 8. They'll serve it until the food is gone, $5 per meal. You can take a sampling from around the world for $10. All proceeds go to St. Jude's. They'll be feasting on Italian, German, Appalachian foods, and finger foods as well. That's at WSIP tomorrow starting at 6. We hope you'll join them and help support St. Jude's. You'll have a wonderful time, guaranteed. Read this last night. Just a quick reminder, MOPS, which stands for Mothers of Preschoolers, meets the second and fourth Friday of each month at 10 a.m. If you need a little break, moms, from the hard work of being a full-time mommy, MOPS is for you. They offer free child care for your preschooler. For more information, find them on Facebook at Magafa County MOPS. I've also got a phone number. Call Mandy at 205-269-4693. I'll get that in the calendar. Maybe get a chance to talk to somebody with MOPS here very, very soon. Here's the rest of your calendar announcements. I believe, starting off with a birthday wish. I gotta admit, I spent 15 minutes looking for a birthday announcement or two that I thought I had for tonight that I can't find. I can't really even be certain if there was one. If there was one for tonight that I did not air, please call. Tell me I'm crazy, and then tell me what it was so we can get it on tomorrow night's program. Now, I'd like to say that's a rarity around here, but I got a lot of information coming across this desk and one little brain to handle it all, so sometimes things get missed. If you had a birthday wish that we missed tonight, please forward it to us. Maybe I didn't. Who knows? I did get this one right, though. Happy birthday to Jill Bailey for tomorrow. No, I didn't even get this right. My goodness. Her birthday is tomorrow, so a day early, and I'll get it again tomorrow. Happy birthday to Jill Bailey. I could have sworn it said the 6th. Nevertheless, you can get your birthdays on here. I promise I don't mess them up all the time, and we'll tell everyone for free, just like the rest of the calendar announcements. So send them to us any way you like here on your screen, or you can always drop them off here at the studio on East Maple Street in Sayersville. Turning to funeral service announcements for this evening, those to be held in honor of 76-year-old Swanee Howard will start tomorrow at 1. Swanee Howard of Bloomington Road was married to Paul Howard. He survives, also surviving her sons Francis, Darrell, and Carter. Visitation continues this evening and prior to tomorrow's services, once again, beginning at 1, all from the Magafa County Funeral Home, with burial following at the Patrick Cemetery at Bloomington. And lastly, this evening, 85-year-old Thelma Mae Combs Conley of Lick Creek Road passed away on the 4th. She was married to Dorsey Conley, who preceded her in death, but she survived by sons Johnny, Ronald, Greg, and Danny, as well as a daughter, Judith Dingus. Visitation continues as it began this evening, but all day tomorrow as well, and prior to Friday's services that'll start at 1, all from the Magafa County Funeral Home. There's just nothing like going over to the animal shelter. It can be a little heartbreaking sometimes when you see some of the animals that have just come in and maybe learn about the conditions that they have been in or exposed to. But all in all, you leave there with a smile on your face because you see what these folks are doing to help support all of our furry friends. And one of the ways that you can help support them in doing so is by attending their 4th annual barbecue, the Bow Wow Meow Barbecue. Say it 3 times fast, I dare you. You can, you're better than I. Nevertheless, the 4th annual event is coming up pretty soon. Put it on your calendar. It's a couple of weeks away, but there is, with that, as there are a host of other ways, always some way that you can help contribute and support the Johnson County Animal Shelter. And our friends Lisa and Merlin that you just saw, who is one cool kitty, are going to tell us more about the 4th annual event coming up on the 23rd. Mark it down.
This is our biggest fundraiser of the year. Last year we netted about $7,000, and our goal is $10,000 this year. So it is on April 23rd from 7 to 11 at the Paintsville Country Club. Everyone always has a great time. Tickets are $35 per person. We have some fantastic food. Old Blue Barbecue always supplies the barbecue. Ponderosa of Paintsville supplies all of the sides that we have. This year we have a great artist, which some of you may have heard of, Jason Goebel. He was the 2014 Country Music Highway Road to Fame winner, and he really does a great job, so he's our headliner.
Adrian's Mondo Magic will also be there, so plenty of entertainment for a wonderful cause, and a silent auction. That's right, some really cool items to be auctioned off, and they'll be unveiling their new logo, something they're very excited about. You'll even have a chance to have your name put on a t-shirt, the new Whiskers or Wags t-shirts that will be printed with that new logo. So it's a big evening planned for their 4th annual event. They started doing this before the shelter even became a reality, but it's with those funds they were able to open the shelter, and with those funds they'll be able to keep it open.
It's tremendously important. We, like I said, this is our biggest fundraiser of the year. Right now, we get very limited funds, and I know people, they hear it constantly, but it's true. We need the community support, and this is one of the best ways you can support WOW, because you're having a blast. I mean, we have people that ask, when's the barbecue? When's the barbecue? So it's a big deal for WOW.
So a big evening full of great entertainment, a silent auction, some great food, and one of the greatest of causes. But if you can't make it out to the barbecue, remember they have needs year-round. There's always room to volunteer in so many ways, and monetary and other donations year-round are also what keeps these happy faces finding a forever home.
Well, actually, our needs stay pretty consistent. I mean, always Alpo dog food. We did a shout out, and the community responded tremendously, and we were able to collect over 200,000 pounds. It's almost gone. We're down to 3 bags because we have been full at capacity to where we actually have to put our babies outside in kennels. Now, granted, they're covered and they're taken care of, but we prefer that everyone be inside.
Yes, you heard that right, just as did I. 200,000 pounds of Alpo dog food down to 3 bags. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a lot of dog food. And in fact, in their first 6 months, as I've already told you once before, they had 544 animals come through the shelter and find a forever home. This is a no-kill facility, keep that in mind. And to date, since the 1st of January, as of today, 177 animals have made their way through. That's why they have fundraisers. That's why they have events like the barbecue. That's why they give away things like this wonderful cabin chalet weekend in Tennessee. Yes, you can register for that as well. A few dollars could get you a wonderful weekend, and all those dollars add up to helping support the Johnson County Animal Shelter. It's a 3-day, 2-night getaway in beautiful Gatlinburg. Tickets are just $1 a piece, 5 for $6, 28 for $50, or 50 for $100. You can even purchase them with your PayPal account. It's as simple right now as going to wowanimalshelter@gmail.com. It's that cool. It's that easy. They've been giving this similar package away for a while. A lot of folks have won and loved it, and all have helped support Whiskers or Wags.
And I want to give a shout out to McGoffin County if I can. You guys are fantastic. Fantastic supporters of the shelter as far as donations and volunteering and actually adoptions. You guys are phenomenal. And we're working on a sign down at the road so you can find us easier. But yeah, I cannot say enough about McGoffin County and Ritt. He's awesome.
I got to be honest, I'm pretty bad to clip off those little words of praise whenever someone tags them at the end. I don't know why, but just didn't this time because I am really proud to be a part of Whiskers or Wags, just in the small way that I am. We've been doing the Pets of the Week now since I had the idea, and it's gone over very well, I'm told, and we're going to keep doing it. No cost to the animal shelter, of course. Another big shout out tonight as I'm letting you look at it, and I've got the video paused because it didn't last that long, but this little puppy was shaking to death, and she and her puppies had just been brought in today. So just to pass that along to you, some new arrivals. But Megan Combs is the one who every Monday morning makes sure that I have pictures, some great pictures that she takes of all the animals, and she sends me a pet of the week, 2 pets of the week every Monday morning. And without her, that ad wouldn't get on. Without her, a lot of other things wouldn't get done as well. So we wish to give her a shout out, as did Lisa on tonight's program. And lastly, they need at all times Meow Mix. They stick with one brand to keep their diet consistent. Meow Mix for the kitties, Alpo dog food for the puppies and dogs, Clay kitty litter, and puppy pads actually for the kitties, but nevertheless they need them. If you're ever out and about one of their local stores, maybe pick some up, drop some off. You'll be glad you did. With that said, you'll not be so glad to know we've got rain coming. This depiction just at 6:20 a few moments ago, and that was showing some showers starting to work their way in. The ones to the, in central Kentucky now, making their way into eastern Kentucky, just going to be a bit of a glancing blow. The real rain for tonight will be making its way on into central and eastern Kentucky in a few hours. I am, however, clocking 64 degrees outside right now, 14-mile-per-hour wind from the west. I had a peak of 23 miles per hour a few moments ago, and we'll see that pattern continue. South-southeast winds will be the shift, I do believe, during the course of the overnight, 7 to 21 miles per hour, and we'll see 46 degrees for nighttime lows. Showers tonight and showers again tomorrow. As your Thursday will have showers likely mainly after 1, cloudy skies, 52, breezy conditions yet again, winds from the west at 7 to 28 miles per hour. Showers likely tomorrow night. Your Thursday will be a wet one. Your Friday will be another 52-degree day. It will be mostly cloudy with a 20% chance of showers early, but then another chance of some rain and possibly some snow showers into your Friday night. And a series of cold fronts and hits, takes a whole Saturday. 43 degrees on your Saturday, not a misprint. Sorry, a 10% chance of some snow early, no accumulation, but you will see some, I do believe, a flake or two, quite possibly. Partly sunny skies thereafter. Clear and calm for your Saturday. Even winds will be null and void, but it's going to be cold, man. 43, and check out the nighttime low. 23 degrees on your Sunday morning. We'll pick up 30 to add to it to 53 and 41, and mostly sunny skies, but a chance of showers rolls back in at the latter half of your weekend. And then the Sundays do return on your Monday. How long they'll stick around thereafter? Well, I'm afraid to say. Well, that indeed is a wrap for this Wednesday. What's going to turn out to be maybe a bit of a wet one at that. We'll talk more about your weather, as we always do, but we'll also have news that you'll only see right here in Your News Today when we hopefully see you next time. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.